So this is a basic knit purl hat, and it's ribbing. You knit 3, purl 3. The instructions will be on the net, on the website. So it's a number 9 knitting needles, and it's a basic knit purl hat. You cast on 79 stitches, and this is a worsted yarn, and I'm using wool. So, but you can also use other things. This is bigger needles, but this is the way it turns out to be. So that's your knit purl, and you can see that we're taking off stitches. You end up with only knit, so it looks very nicely finished. This is two stitches together. It's knitted with a size 11 needles, but this is nice also. Now this is warmer. It's wool. So this is what we're going to do after we cast on the 79 stitches. You end up with a knit 1, because we're going to be sewing half of this with half of this stitch. So when it comes together, you see 3 stitches, 3 knit stitches. We take off stitches is that you knit 3, 1, 2, 3. You purl 2 together. You purl 1. You're going to do 1, 2, 3. Purl 2 together. Purl 1. This is something that you can do like in a weekend. Very, very nice. Or in a day. You know, it doesn't really take that long. So you purl 2 together, purl 1, and you knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and you purl 2 together. So this is the end of the first row of knit 3, purl 2 together, purl 1, and end with a knit 1, because this is the one that we're going to be sewing with the other side. On the way back, the next row, you are going to purl that first one, knit the 2 that were the purl on the other side, purl 3, knit 2, purl 3, knit 2. So we're finishing the second row. Now we're going to go on the next row, which is the one only on the right side where your yarn is there. Now we're going to go into the third row of taking off. So it's 1, 2, 3, and purl these 2 together. You go 1, 2, 3 knits, and purl the other 2 together. 1, 2, 3, and you purl the remaining 2 together, and all the way to the end. Okay. This is the end of the row in which we're knitting 3 and we're purling the 2 remaining together, and we always end with knit 1. So on the way back, which is row number 4, we are going to purl the first one, knit the next, purl 3, knit the next, purl 3, 1, 2, 3, knit that one, and purl this in the next 3, 1, 2, 3. So we're at the end of the 4 row, and we're purling 3, knit 1, and purl 3. Now we take off again. This is the 5th row, And what we're going to do is that we're going to knit 2 and knit 2 together. Knit 2 and knit 2 together. Now remember, all these instructions are going to be on the website, so don't worry too much about following this. It's going to be right there. I just want to show you how it's done and how fast this is. You knit 2 and knit 2 together, and you knit 2 and knit 2 together, and you can see how the pearls are disappearing now. Knit 2 and knit 2 together, so that pearl is disappearing, this one here, because you knit 2, and since I'm knitting these 2 together, it's that pearl together with that knit. So let's knit 2 and knit 2 together.
Okay.
So we're at the end of the 5th row. We knit 2, we knit 2 together, and that's our knit. Now remember, this is a hat that is just going to go over your head. If you want to have it folded like that, you do have to knit, let's say, 2 more inches if you want it folded over your head like that. This is the 6th row, and it's only purl the whole way, purl the whole way. There's nothing to it, just purl the whole way. So row 6 was all purl, the whole row. Row 7 is the same. We knit 2 and we knit 2 together. We knit 2 and we knit 2 together. We knit 2 and we knit 2 together. So this is the end of our row. I did the 2 together there. Knit 2 and knit 2 together. This is row number 7. Row number 8 is purl the whole way. All the way there. And you should end up now with 30 stitches. Number 9, we did in row number 8. We purled the whole way. Row number 9, we knit 1 and we knit 2 together. And we knit 1 and we knit 2 together. And knit 1 and knit 2 together. So let's go through this. On row number 9, we knit 1, we knit 2 together, knit 1, knit 2 together. Row number 10, it's a purl the whole way. I already did it. Now, row number 11 is knit 2 together the whole way. Knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, knit 2 together, and we're going to end up with only 10 stitches. And we knit all together, 2 together. Right now is row number 12, which is purl the whole row. Row number 13, we're going to knit 2 together, and we're going to end up with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're done. What we're going to do here is that we're going to cut a big tail from our yarn. We are going to put our yarn through our needle. There we go. We are going to pass these stitches on our blunt needle. Leave those knitting needles aside. Pass the yarn through. Pass it twice, might as well, so you can be sure that it's nicely done. And make a knot there. And it's not going anywhere. Now the reason Sometimes you can sew from the top to the bottom, which is okay. But you see, I don't like to have knots at the bottom. It's not something that I like to have because they're too noticeable. So I just take the yarn that I saved on my little thingy here. I put my yarn in there, and I am going to make sure that the right side of my hat is facing out, because we're going to sew the two sides together on the right side. We're going to find our first knot there. So I went through that's my knot there. I went through a little bit beyond, and I'm going right into the middle of that knot. So I am actually forming a new stitch. So like that on the edge, it's not noticeable where your seam is. So I go from that knot to the next one. And there is a tutorial on how to sew sides together. So check it out, because this is from knot. That's a single one. I go to the next knot. And the same on this one. I go there, we jump that one, and we go to the next one. That is the reason why we knitted that last stitch as knitted after the purls, because you're taking half of a knit stitch on this side and half of a knit stitch on that side, so it's going to end up looking like you have 3 knitted stitches all along. So you're not even going to see where the seam is, because we're taking half of one side and half of the other one, knot to knot. And as you can see, you do not see, you have 1, 2, 3, the same as everywhere else, and you're not seeing where the seam is. So that is the magic of this thing. You know that you have to knit the last one, because you are taking half of there and half of the first 3. So we're almost at the top. It's kind of difficult to see where to put your yarn in there. So just put your hand through. Put your hand there. And go from that knot to the last stitch. And that one through the last stitch. And now we can go inside in the back of the hat. And that's my other yarn. And we don't need those 2 big tails there. Let's cut them. And I am going to make a square knot there. Make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. And weave in the yarn. I chose a smaller needle because like that it pierces through the yarn much better. That's my seam. I'm just going to go through it like this, weave it in, and we can cut that one. So if you need your hat to be any bigger than this, remember that it's a multiple of 6 plus 1. So if you want it any pretty good, look how pretty it looks in the top. Very nice. Very nicely finished. There we go.
Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to visit our website, joannesweb.com. Visit us on Facebook and Twitter. And please remember to subscribe. There's a lot of holiday tips and ideas coming up just for you. Happy holidays!